Hey there, Dream Queen. I'm Erin Lewis, founder of the Dream Queen Association, a place where positive, passionate, purpose-filled women come together to celebrate one another and live their dreams. This is the second of a three-part video series. The first video that we did talked about the 4 dreams and the 7 challenges that many women face. And what I shared at the end was the real key to overcoming those 7 challenges is sisterhood and coming together and supporting each other. Uplifting, inspiring, and encouraging the heart and soul of one another is truly and ultimately what success is all about. It will take us to the next level, and it does help to make your dreams come true. Thank you to all the women out there, each of you, in conversations yesterday and then weeks previously, who have helped to bring this Stand Out Embrace Your Glory conference to the forefront for so many women. We are beyond thrilled at the response and the outreach that has happened as a result of kicking off this conference. Today, I want to share with you the 4 pillars of success, which is really what we're basing this conference around. 100% of the proceeds from this conference go to support our Gals Lead Teen program. And the agenda was created from the very best of the 2-day weekend workshop that we do with teens. That being said, I want to share with you what those 4 pillars of success are and some additional information that you can apply in your life in a relatively short period of time in this video. Number 1 pillar of success is know yourself. Number 2 is overcome obstacles. Number 3 is dream big, and number 4 is take action. Number 1, know yourself, we're going to dive really deep in today, and I want to give you 2 tools that we teach in that program. Number 1 is the StrengthsFinder Assessment. And the StrengthsFinder Assessment was done by the Gallup organization, an organization that, as you know, is one of the leading survey and assessment companies in this country. What they did is they surveyed hundreds of top performers in all kinds of different fields and came up with the 33 talents that each of these people possessed. And what they share is that we all have the 33 strengths, but it's a matter of which ones rise to the top. And when you know what the top 5 are that rise to the top, you can take those talents, spend time, effort, and energy developing them, and they become strengths. And as John Maxwell says, when you are operating at a 9 or a 10, people pay really good money for your product, your service, your expertise, and or your organization's benefits. So how do you figure out what those are? First of all, obviously you would want to go over to any website that sells books and go find StrengthsFinder 2.0. It's again done by the Gallup organization, roughly $20, but find out what your top 5 strengths are. One of the things that I love the most about that assessment is when it shows up in an interview that I'm doing with my insurance or financial service agency. You know, when an applicant comes in the door and they know what they're already good at, it helps me to be able to coach them. It helps me to be able to share with them how they can best sell or promote or share what it is that we do in our business. And it's applicable across the board because they did this survey with people from the healthcare industry, from religious organizations, nonprofit, every facet of where we work in the world showed up in this book. And then they've taken it steps further in years past that first book coming out and really honed in on specific areas. So they now have one, strengths in leadership, strengths in selling, strengths in standing out. There's a book about that. So check that out. I'd be curious to see what your top 5 are and how you can further develop those to really stand out and embrace your glory. The second item under Know Yourself that we spend a lot of time on with the teens, because it is a career and leadership development class, is identifying and knowing your area of 1, passion, and 2, purpose. I have dozens and dozens of questions on passion and dozens of questions on purpose that we have them go through in that class that help them really identify where it is they get the most excited, where at the end of the day do they most want to make a difference, where do they want to create the biggest impact, where in their life does their heart sing? Do they find the most joy? Do they find the most happiness? And in answering those questions and aligning it with skills, which are those tradable things that you can do really, really well, When you align passion with purpose and skills, you get your magic zone. You get your area where you're really tuned in to where you can create the best good, the most fulfilling excitement in the world. And when you wrap that with a income model that supports your basic needs for a living, it's huge. It's huge. And the magic that happens when you're aligned in that spot's phenomenal. So I have to tell you a quick story that Amy and I received yesterday a invitation to be part of a major news broadcasting. They want to spotlight the Gals Lead teen program and be a part of our upcoming event. We were beyond the moon thrilled, but more important than that for me, because it's great exposure, it's going to be awesome to have them there, just getting any kind of public publicity for any event where your passion and your purpose are aligned make the big difference. But what it showed me and reminded me of is when you are aligned in your passion and your purpose, magical things happen. It's the coincidences that you would never know show up start to happen. And it happens all the time religiously. In our networking events, I can tell you dozens and dozens and dozens of times over the last 3 or 4 years since we've had this in place, I can tell you the women who have come back and said, I can't believe this happened. Every intention and desire that I've set inside of this group manifests and comes to fruition. I don't think it's by chance. I think it's a matter of the sisterhood and the girlfriends coming together to support one another. It's like it opens this magic vortex of what's possible in the universe, in the world, and God shows up to deliver. So not to mention we do help each other. So it's an incredible community. It's an incredible outlook. And what we're going to be sharing with you at the Standout Conference is definitely possible. It is the spark and the beginning of what is to come for you in your life, should you choose to follow your purpose and follow your passion and align that with your skill set and the ability to help other people. We know that it works. Okay. That's number one about knowing yourself. To me, that is one of the very most important pillars, but it doesn't come without number two, which is dreaming big. And dreaming big, we have every young girl go in and do a vision board. And we would encourage you to do the same thing. We don't have time to get into it today on this video, maybe one in the future about how you create a vision board, but just know that your dreams matter. They are unique for you. Not everybody has the same dream. And if you keep having the same ones, there's a reason for it. Trust it. Go for it. Find support. And put them on paper because it makes a huge difference to visualize and see what's possible for your life. Visit The Secret, the book, the movie. Check it out because their entire platform is based around that and their message. The third pillar of success that we teach is overcoming obstacles. And to me, this is my most favorite because what I know for sure about success and anyone that has ever created it is that it does not come without the obstacles. It does not come without overcoming. A lot of times people have said to me, Erin, how could you possibly know or understand what that's like? You have it all together. That's not the truth. I mean, the truth is none of us really have it together, do we? I don't care whether you're the president of the United States. I'm sure he has bad days, And, just in the last 5 years, our personal family has had 2 deaths, very, very close in the family, 2 battles with cancer, and 2 long stays in the hospital. Most recently, we've had good news on the last 3. The cancer is gone and everybody's out of the hospital. But that doesn't come without weight, it doesn't come without pressure, and it doesn't come without feeling like, how am I going to get through this? Life isn't always easy. It's much easier to do this than it is to deal with a lot of the other stuff that's going on out there. And what we really aimed to create in this Standout Conference was an intimate community of women who were going to support you in releasing some of that, overcoming some of those obstacles, because like I said, we all have them. We have an extraordinary panel who's going to share their story of anorexia, domestic violence, sexual molestation, and divorce. And through their stories, you will get inspired. I don't care where you are or what you're going through, you will get inspired that you can take the next step, because it's always just the next step. right? Just put one foot in front of the other. My mom used to always say that. Just keep moving, just keep going forward. And so we hope that that expert panel, along with a really incredible exercise that we do in the teen program called Courageous Transformations that Amy Thompson and I are going to lead, is going to allow you to physically release. We do this in the class, and every single time we have transformations among the teenage girls. They leave lighter, brighter, happier, and in the plan of fulfilling your life's purpose, you're going to have to learn how to do that. If you are a woman who's continuing to hold on and hold back and not fully release those obstacles, challenges, and things in your life that are keeping you stuck, stymied, and, stifled, quite frankly, then definitely come and see us on the May 14th, or reach out to us personally. Get involved with our organization in some way, shape, or form. We have lots of connections in the community on how you can do that, and it just is required medicine for moving forward in your life. Okay? And that wraps us up with number 4, which is taking action. Do something, get involved, take action, sign up, register, forward to a friend, leave us a comment. There's so many daily actions that successful women take that get them from where they are to where they ultimately most people ultimately see as the pinnacle of success. But it didn't happen without the daily action to get them there. And so often we get stuck in fear and not wanting to take a leap or jump out and overcome. We have Wynn Briscoe, who's going to be talking about taking the leap, trusting the process, which is a key piece of taking action. We also have Dr. Yolanda Powell, who's coming in. She's an international speaker, an incredible woman. If you've ever heard her speak, you are always inspired when she leaves. But she speaks to countries in Africa. She's spoken to national and global leaders. She was recently at the UN conference in New York, and she is a powerhouse for helping you to live your best life, your biggest purpose, and your deepest passion. So make sure you join us. We'll see you on the 3rd video. In the meantime, like I said, take action. Visit us on Facebook, the Dream Queen Association. Leave an email at erin@yourdreamqueen.com. Share with a friend, or register for your tickets. EmpowerSOMD.com is the place to register and get a little more information, and where video 1 for this mini series is being housed. So thank you all. I'll see you on the flip side. Our next 3rd video is going to be all about inspiring stories from our teen program and inspiring stories from our women's organization on women who have taken the leap, made the adjustments necessary, and accomplished some of their dreams. So I'll see you on the 3rd video. Until then, live with passion and purpose. Bye-bye.